Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Mo Show, where we embrace the beauty of maturity and, most importantly, where we believe that you should live, love, laugh, and mature ever so gracefully. Once again, we are welcome to the Mo Show. And guess what? We are on location today. We are on location today at Palestra Boutique Spa in Southpark in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I am just super, super excited because when we're talking about the maturing woman and embracing the beauty of maturity, there's just certain things we can do to really tap into our bodies, our health, our wellness. And, I thought there was no better way to kick off our first episode than to come to a place that to me just symbolizes Zen, which is something that we maturing women truly need. I mean, all women need it, but those of us who are maturing and who have kind of been through life's journey and some things, we appreciate places of Zen. And so, as my guest today, as we sit on location, we have Lora Lindquist here with us, and Laura, I'm thank you for saying yes. Let me say that. Just thank you for saying yes.
She makes it so easy.
Thank you so much. So, Laura, there's so much to you. So, what I'd like for you to do is give us a little bit about yourself, where you're from. Are you Charlotte native? I never asked you that.
Philly born.
Philly girl. All right.
Well,
Philly.
San Francisco Bay Area raised.
Okay. All right.
So a little bit of
Two
east and
ends
west.
up, boop, boop,
Yeah,
right?
we moved over when I was 3, so really Philly born, but San Francisco Bay Area raised. So Cali girl, really, in my growing formative years.
Yes.
And went to college in Utah at the University of Brigham Young. Served as a full-time missionary in Ecuador for 18 months in my young adult years. Interestingly enough, I was in South America during 9/11, which was wild.
Right.
To be abroad, I was 22 years old when 9/11 hit, and to be in a small sugarcane town out just in the middle of nowhere while everything was going down. You wonder, am I going to get to go home?
Right.
Is there going to be a war? Am I just going to have to start my life here?
Right.
Like a lot of uncertainty. So had a lot of experience singing growing up. I was just telling you before we started rolling in the San Francisco Girls Chorus. So classically trained musician, toured to China for the Shanghai Festival of Arts when I was 12 years old. So I've been around the block a time or two.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Just
a little here and a little there. Okay.
just a little bit. But lots of fun, and moved out to the South with 2 children, 2 cars, a dog, and a 4x6 trailer.
A journey.
Yeah, to say the least, and ended up now 19 years later, 6 children.
Wow.
Ages 22 to 9, 3 boys, 3 girls, and entering a season, again, we were talking about this before, that we lay our lives down during those childbearing years to give life and to nurture. And it is a sacrifice physically, emotionally, spiritually. And when you're young, you kind of snap back. But as you mature, even in your childbearing years, there ain't no snapping. So you got to grab it back.
Yeah.
And so as a 46-year-old woman, past her childbearing years and coming into those mature, I think golden years where I feel like I still have more than half my life to live.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it well.
Yes.
And I decided that I wasn't going to live with a decrepit chronic pain, in a chronic pain place, which so often accompanies, childbearing and rearing, and we sacrifice sleep, and we're carrying everything, and muscles hurt, and everything gets out of whack. So I committed to myself in my health journey about 7 years ago. I lost 60 pounds. I got myself in the best shape of my life. I've been doing Spartan races now with my kids. So okay to get down and dirty sometimes, even in your mature years. And I see people out there way older than me just living their best lives. So a lot of people are under the impression that they have to accept pain with age.
Yeah.
False.
Yes.
False.
Yes.
Not true. Living proof.
Yes.
I have had 6 9-pound babies. I had my head run over by a golf cart when I was a child. I fell out of trees, car wrecks, sports, injuries, throwing your body, your body sacrifice for the team,
Yes.
take one for the team, all that, right? Whether it's, and because I've invested in my body, which is the temple of my spirit.
Yes.
And when your body is broken, that's going to affect your soul. That's going to affect your mind. It's going to affect your spirit. So I have invested in my temple. I eat well. I make sure I get enough sleep. I go to the chiropractor. I am religious about my body care as far as massage. I make sure I get facials because you are only as old as you feel.
Yeah.
And I feel younger
Yes.
now at 46 than I did in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah. Now,
True story.
That is so true. So true. Now, so you said what? 46?
46.
And I'm at 58. And so I'm with you in a space and place and time where my well-being and how I'm feeling and tapping into that is the primary focus.
You can't get what you don't have.
It is
Cannot
just
fill from an empty cup.
non-negotiable at this
Put your
point.
mask on first.
Yes.
Take care of your temple.
Yes, before you can care for
That's
others.
right. And you'll be able to give so much more.
Yes. And I am in that space. So with that in mind, that's a perfect segue into why we're here, right? What is it that motivated you to start Palestra Boutique Spa?
Well, it's not even about starting. I actually, my husband brought me a listing for this business in 2019, January of 2019. And we looked into it and ended up closing on the sale December of 2019, which if anyone anywhere knows anything about what was going on, right before the world shut down.
Yes.
Yeah. And the owners that I bought it from, they were like, yeah, we really dodged a bullet. I'm like, thanks for rubbing that.
Right.
Thank you for that. But they were tired. They had run Palestra Boutique Spa for 24 years, and they were looking for an owner-operator that loved their people and their clients as much as they did. And so I had previously operated as a solopreneur, had my clients. And so as I went into business for myself almost immediately after getting licensed nearly 20 years ago, because I worked for people, I don't know, maybe the first year and a half. And I was like, this is for the birds.
Right.
I work way too hard for someone to take so much and not treat me how I deserve to be treated. So I always kind of had this vision as I was having my children, because I started massage school with one child, found out I was pregnant with my second child in massage school. And so there's, you think of the timeline, the timeline of building a business, having children. And for a lot of years, I didn't want to grow or expand beyond just myself because my primary focus was being a mom.
Yeah.
I consider that still to this day, my most sacred calling is that of mother. Now, you got to make money because you got to live. Right. And when my husband brought me this business listing, I totally blew it off because I'm like, why would I want to buy a business? Because at that time I was traveling to people's homes. So I had no overhead. It was blue hair and massage flies to you. Yeah. So why would I buy a business that has all this overhead and anyway, so he convinced me to look at the books. We decided to do it and bought it in December of 2019, right before the world shut down. And that became a crucible, man. Owning a business, that is in transition from previous owners. So a lot of people were not happy about the transition. People don't like change. And the previous landlord would not rent to us. So they sold the business. I moved the business 3 weeks later. And then 2 months later, the world shut down.
Right.
So talk about crisis survival mode.
Right.
But for whatever reason, that's where I thrive. Sometimes my business partner now has to remind me, Laura, we're not in crisis. Calm down, chill out,
relax.
stop, just relax. You don't have to be so intense all the time. So while there is certainly a time and a place for that intensity, embracing the Zen as a business owner is an important balance too. But to answer your question, all that to say, I wasn't really looking for it. It kind of found me. And while I had always dreamed of creating a space where I could bring together top talent and the best in the business and create a nurturing environment where people felt appreciated and valued and were paid what they were worth.
Yes.
It was always kind of a dream until the dream kind of found me.
Right.
And it was one foot in front of the other. How do you eat an elephant?
Right.
One bite at a time. How do you climb a mountain?
Yes.
You know, you just take that step. So honestly, sometimes I look behind me and I'm like, how the hell did I even get here?
Right.
And I see the path, but I had vision, but vision of almost like a day at a time.
Right.
Like I'm going to do my best today. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm going to plan, but honey, the plans are always changing.
They are. It's
always.
a shift. It's a pivot.
And so there's a flexibility that you have to have as a business owner and as a woman and as a mother and as a wife. And as you embrace that flexibility while still planning, what is meant to be will be.
Happen.
And that's kind of how I don't want to say I fell into it, but I have found myself where I'm at through consistent daily effort, good habits, and giving the best of myself every single day.
That's a whole commercial right there. That is a commercial. So tell us, because you know what I love about your spa is that there's so much here that you offer, right? So
speaking of which, and I didn't want to correct you because your intro was beautiful.
Yes.
We have recently rebranded.
Did you?
From Palestra Boutique Spa
Yes.
to, as we've added, perfect segue, to Palestra Spa and Studio.
Nice.
Because adding the yoga, Palestra Boutique Spa, we wanted to make sure that in our branding, we were including the new piece of the business, which is our yoga studio that incorporates movement, stretch, mindfulness, meditation, spirituality, and all those elements. We just wanted to incorporate that into our brand. So we are currently, phasing out. There's a lot of signage. We don't want to just junk.
Right.
So we are Palestra Boutique Spa and as well as Palestra Spa and Studio. So it takes a while to kind of phase out entirely into the new branding, but
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So you have that end, the studio end, and the spa end. What are the services that you all offer?
In the spa end, we proudly tout that we will provide you with the best massage you have ever had. And as a solopreneur, that was my tagline because that's what people told me.
Right.
After years of people telling me that was the best massage I've ever had, I'm like, I need to take that and run with that.
Right.
And that was on my business card, the best massage you've ever had.
Yeah.
And as I transitioned into this business, I wanted to maintain that high quality of care.
I love that.
And
I love that.
Fun fact about the team here.
Yes.
And I'm really, really proud of this. It's amazing and phenomenal that not a single person that works here we went out and found. They found us.
Ooh. They said
It was like
Yes.
gravity
That's
that brought
beautiful.
every single person. I have never gone to Indeed.
Right.
I have never put out there that we're hiring
Yes.
ever in 5+ almost 6 years.
That's amazing.
Everything has organically gravitated. People have told their friends and their coworkers and their family members. We've had siblings and people who've worked together at other facilities. And my business partner, I actually found in a lotion making class. It was a total act of God. Neither one of us were supposed to be there.
Right.
And we found ourselves there, and it was just what was supposed to happen.
I love
And
that.
everyone that's with me, I have known, and it's known we have very little turnover.
Right. Which is
Because
great.
it's an environment that people love. We have some people walk in and be like, I already own my own business, but I just want to come work here a couple of days a week because I'm just tired of being alone and I love the culture.
And see, that's the big word, because
Culture.
right? Because knowing us coming from working for other people who the culture was toxic, they did not appreciate our value. To have people tell you that
I want to
it's the
come work here
culture
just for the culture.
that's huge.
I'll
That's
take a
huge.
pay cut
Right.
because I want to be here.
I love
make
that.
more working for myself, but I like you, and I like you, and I like being here. I like how it makes me feel. And we've had a lot of people over the years say, I walk in it and I feel it.
Yeah.
The positive energy. We are an oasis of positivity
And you do
and
feel it.
healing.
Yes, you do feel it when from all for me, the things that really make a difference when I walk into your establishment. Of course, number one, it's always going to be the colors, just draw you in.
And the
And the
smells.
smell. I was Missy, I was going
Everybody-
there.
I know, I beat you
When
to
you
it.
walk in, that's the first thing. It's like, and you immediately, you have the tunes, the relaxing, and everything just brings you down. So no matter how hectic it was that you got thrown, for me today, my daughter's car broke down. She needed to use my car, and so I got here in a Uber, but I threw myself in there and got here, right. And
Right.
so when you, after exerting lots of energy this morning and trying to get my daughter off to school and all the things, to be able to then walk into an environment that immediately I went, boom,
And
I
you're
just came down. I was
grounded.
good. I
Yeah.
was grounded.
You're grounded.
So here you offer
Massage.
facials.
Facials.
Okay.
So the previous owners were actually estheticians from Europe. So we have carried over that tradition of excellent skincare.
Yes.
One of our estheticians also from Europe. So you can get European facials as well as hydrofacial. There's Zermits, which is a really phenomenal kind of all-in-one Swiss Army knife facial tool that does the exfoliation and the hydrating and the cleansing. It's really awesome.
Okay.
We also offer microcurrent, which for those of you that aren't into injectables, we do not do medical services here. We do the alternative kind of wellness, more natural
Yes.
skincare. So I am a huge fan of the microcurrent, where it stimulates the muscles of the face. I am all for growing old gracefully. I had somebody tell me the other day, you can either look old
Right.
or look weird.
Okay. Say it again.
You can either, here's how you age, ladies. You have two choices. You can look old or you can look weird.
Right.
I would rather look old
Yeah.
gracefully.
Yeah.
Yes. So microcurrent's great. It works mechanically to tone the muscles of your face, which lifts and fills your face with the muscles. So I'm a big fan of that. And we also have lashes, brows, some waxing, nothing crazy. We definitely, if certain things you want, go to
Right.
wax centers for that. But we do like brows and armpits and chin and face waxing. We see body treatments,
Okay.
which are luxurious experiences, escapes, full of delightful smells. Consider it a facial for your body.
Yes.
You're going to get an exfoliation. We have enzymatic for those that don't like the scrubby scrubs. And then we have, of course, the mechanical scrubs. We have 3 rooms with showers. So you can get a treatment that, gets you all gooped up, and then you get in and wash it off.
Yes.
And so there's basically our 3 main categories are the aesthetics, facials, brows, lashes, waxing. We actually do have somebody that does lash extensions now. We just brought that on. The body treatments, so aesthetics, body treatments, and our bread and butter, which is, of course, the best massage you've ever had.
I love that. I love all of that. So, if you could give one piece advice to a maturing woman, what would that be?
Well, I kind of hinted on it a little bit
Yes, you did.
earlier. I did. And that is, you are only as old as you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not have to buy the lie that because you are old, you have to accept pain as part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are obviously people who have diseases and chronic conditions, and they have to be managed.
Yes.
But giving up on yourself,
Mm-hmm.
not an option.
Not an option. You heard it. You heard it
You
from
wouldn't
Lora.
you wouldn't give up on your children.
Right.
You wouldn't give up on your friends
Yep.
or your partner.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you going to give up on yourself?
That's right. I love
No.
it. Did you catch that?
Yes.
Did you catch that? We
No
can't give up on ourselves.
surrendering,
And yes,
ladies.
that's it. So make sure that you take time out to come. And of course, we're going to tell you with our community partner, we want you here at Palestra.
And we will take care of you. You know, we
Yes.
are relational. A lot
Yes.
of businesses you go in, it's a transaction.
Right.
You're a number. Run them
Right.
in.
Yep.
Run them through, get them out.
Yes.
No, we want to know your name. We want to know your story. We want to build a relationship. And as we've expanded into the studio, we not only do, I like to call it normal people yoga. So these aren't like a lot of people are like, oh, yoga, it's hot. No, we're not hot. We're not intense. It's movement. We really cater to the average person who is struggling with movement, that has joint issues. A lot of mindfulness, mind-body connection. We also do deep stretch. We have we're working hard to become the place in Charlotte for prenatal. So Charlotte Prenatal Collective is partnering with us. We're working with Aussie Doula. We love our
that's
mamas.
beautiful.
We love our
Yeah,
mamas.
that's
We
so
have baby and me
necessary.
classes.
Yeah.
So we're working on building into our branding as building that SEO, that any and all things pregnancy and post.
Yes.
So you want to get pregnant,
Yeah.
you are pregnant, you just got done being pregnant. We want all of you.
Right.
Because there are some people that come in for
Yeah.
acupuncture because they're going through IVF and they want to prepare their body to receive that, what do you call it? Transfer.
Yeah. The importance of that too is, I think, for women who are of childbearing age or who are trying to bear children, that taking care of yourself now and those ages, it goes a long way when you now begin to mature, like me, who's almost 60.
Develop the habits.
Yes, you got to get those habits together now. And if someone had told me then what I'm learning now, I may have made a lot of additional choices towards my future health. And that's why we are engaged in the Mo Show, because it is about embracing the beauty of maturity and passing on the needed information to our next generations so that they are aware of themselves, their bodies, the changes that they should anticipate, and then the healthy things that they can do in order to preserve their health and wellness for even longer. So let's give it up.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you so
to
much
your
for Lora.
point. Yeah. To your point. I saw women in when I was a teenager that were wasting away, including my own mother, overweight,
Yeah.
not moving, not taking care of themselves, not taking time for themselves, and not investing in their health. And I remember very clearly as a kid thinking, that's not going to be me.
Yeah.
That is not going to be me.
Yeah.
And as I've taught my daughters growing up, they feel like there's this impossible high bar. I'll never be like mom. And I'm like, you put in the work. I'm not any kind of special.
Right.
You just got to put in the work
Yes.
and the commitment
And that's the choices.
every single day.
Being serious about
But
the choices.
that's right. And so if anything from massage, aesthetics, yoga, prenatal, and I did only touch, we do have an acupuncturist here as well, Dr. Ari, who is an ER doctor of 15 years. So talk about the best of East meets West.
Right.
We have that also that we offer. So all things wellness. And we'll keep adding things. We also have a dietetics piece. My business partner is a registered dietitian. So nutrition, which You
is
are
huge. What you
what you
eat.
eat.
We are excited because we are also having an additional relationship with Palestra here because we are going to be bringing the Mo Love teas in house so that,
Premium
yes, a
experience.
premium experience. So thank you again, Laura
Thank you for
Lindquist. Yes,
having
with Palestra. I'm
me.
so happy that you said yes. And we are
Easy,
looking
easy.
forward to doing more and more things here with the spa. Stay tuned because we'll be making some other announcements about some things that we're collaborating with on for 2026. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh boy, it's time for a moment. You know what I want to talk to you about today? Today, I want to talk about this crown. This crown right here. You know, I cannot believe the amount of women that do not want to expose their gray hair. I've always looked at my gray hair as something that makes me distinct, makes me unique. And I never dyed it. I always wanted it to be shown and showcased because I always thought it was beautiful. My mother has a full head of gray hair, and I always thought it was so beautiful. And I couldn't wait for mine to start turning gray. Now, I started graying kind of early. I was in my 20s when I began, and it started with this little patch right here, and then it just kind of spread out. And people used to say, "Are you going to dye your hair?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to dye my hair. I'm going to just see what it does." And so this is what we have today at age 58, and I love every bit of it. But I want to encourage those. I am a gray hair proponent. So if you have gray coming in, give it a shot. Let it come in and see what it does and embrace it. It's a part of your maturity. You know that in other countries, gray hair is viewed as wisdom. It's viewed as something to be respected and adored. And it's interesting that in our hemisphere of things, it's just not always viewed that way. Women who are maturing and aging are so quick to want to be half their age. And so they're doing all these things to their hair. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what I am saying is do not view your gray crown as something negative. Embrace it. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing to be silver. So don't forget, live, love, laugh, and mature ever so gracefully.